Hey everyone, how's it going? Glad to see everyone again. Here we are together, which makes me always so happy. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing today. Today's Thursday. Today's a big writing day. This in our classroom, this would be a very much one of those what I call work days where we get a lot of our handwriting and work done in writing, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to teach you a little bit about lowercase letters. So to be prepared for today, you need to have your dry erase board. You need to have your pen, something to wipe off with as we're going to be practicing all of the lowercase letters. And then you need to have this ditto with you. Now, I've been telling you how we're going to be this last month of school together. We're going to be really reviewing different things and talking about a bunch of different concepts that we've talked about throughout the year. And then also working on some more math sentence addition. And then I'm going to start teaching you a little bit about subtraction, which is kind of cool. Anyway, so to be prepared for today, for our work time together during this video, I need you to have your sequencing page, this math page, and your dry erase board. If you don't have those, please go get them right now. We're going to be starting in prayer in just a moment. I told you yesterday that I wanted to go get some more cubes and recognize Naya for doing such a great job yesterday. I also wanted to recognize Ann, Faith, and Kason for doing such a great job with their flower homework. Boom and boom. And then also Ethan did a really great job with his flower measurement homework. So keep those pictures coming, you guys. I love, first of all, seeing you guys, but just always love to see you doing your work as well. So we are actually almost at the part where we're full, gang. You might be seeing something special coming in one of these Friday or pickup times where I drop that work off to you. That is a reminder. Tomorrow it will be the drop-off pickup. We're doing something special with school. We're having a drive-through. We're going to be giving you a special bag from the entire school to celebrate Spirit Week next week with some silly dressing up and some fun stuff to do. But also I'm going to be giving you your artwork and your dittos for next week's work. Okay. So hopefully for some reason, I can't wait to see you. All the teachers will be there waving to you guys. So that will be tomorrow afternoon. Okie dokie. You should have your things by now. And I'm going to go ahead and get us started in prayer as we always do, right? In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Angel of God, my guardian, dear, to whom God's love commits me here, ever this day be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Now we're going to go ahead and say the Hail Mary. If you notice, I put my Hail Mary prayer right here next to our Blessed Mary. Here's our rosary that I was talking to you about. And I have that on our table here for Mary as well. So here we go, gang. Ready? Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So we are also going to be doing an art project today for the Blessed Mother. Tomorrow is May 1st. It's called May Day. But if we were here together at school, we would have a special ceremony putting flowers on the Blessed Mary, the statue that's out by our playground. And we see it every day when we were at school. So if we were together, we'd be doing that. So I put a special art project in your, and we'll be talking about that in just a few minutes, okay? About how we're going to put this together. If you want, you can make it for your Blessed Mary if you have one at home. And I also have some other ideas, but we'll get to that. So let's go ahead and start with calendar. This is the very last day of April. And what month is after April? Let's start. January, February, March, April, May. You got it, May. And so tomorrow will be May 1st. Very last day of April. April had 30 days in it. So let's go ahead and say this sentence together. Today is April 30th, 2020. Here we go with the days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So yesterday was Wednesday. And guys, I want you to be saying those days out loud with me when we're doing these, okay? Yesterday was Wednesday, which makes today what? Thursday. Thank you. Thursday. Great. Go ahead and look quickly outside at your weather. I am. It's sunny and then cloudy and then sunny and then cloudy. So I'm going to put it for sun today. I'm going to be hopeful that the sun just stays out. But it really does change a lot. And I just want to remind you that that has a lot to do with spring. And we've talked about that, how each season has very different weather, right? Like during the spring, we are not going to really be seeing snow. At least let's hope not. At least not here in Washington, right? So spring doesn't bring that type of weather, right? And in the summer, we'll see lots and lots of sun and probably not so much clouds. But right now in the springtime, we get rain, and then one moment it might be sunshiny and then windy, and then maybe some more rain, and then other days it's just really sunny and pretty and warm. So lots of different temperatures and lots of different things changing during the spring weather, right? Okie dokie. We are going to go ahead and do our sounds really quick because as we are going to start to learn to spell words and sounding out words, we have to do these every single day, you guys. And I've told you that from day one. It is our ticket to reading. Here we go. L-O. I hope you're echoing me at home. Don't get lazy on me as we're getting ready for kindergarten. Here we go. W, W. M, S. Please be looking at upper and lowercase as we're going to be practicing for the first time today on our dry erase boards, lowercase letters. So please know some of them look the same like this one. So it'll be easy because we practiced it, but others don't, right? So we have to get our detective eyes out. U, H, R, Q, Qu. That's a really tricky one. O, I, A, X, E, totally different, see? V, C, K, B, B, T, J, J, K, Y, Y, D, D, one of the trickiest ones in lowercase. Detective eyes on this one. G, G, another tricky one. N, F, P, P, Z, Z. I love that letter. Okay, we are going to go ahead and turn over to our workspace. We are going to count to our number. You're going to need your dry erase board at this point, so make sure that you have it, please. Before I turn you over, I hope you are making daily observations about your seeds. So yesterday we made that observation. Look, mine are starting to get their very first, in this black bean right here, they're getting their very first sprouts out of their seed coat, out of their shell, right? So the shell's soft enough now, the seed coat is broken open, and the roots can come out. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it on this one, on the very top. Excuse me, right in this area, right here on this other kidney bean, this one is starting to, but this one is not. This one has not yet. And that happens in when you plant seeds. Some of them germinate and some of them might not. That's just the way life is. And so I want you to be looking at yours and making observations. If you can and you want to, please send me a picture. I'd love to see where your roots are. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over to your workspace. Let's get our brains a moving. Here we go, gang. Okay. Our number today will be 26. So I want you, first of all, on your board really quickly, how do we make a 26? It's a 2 and a 6. A 2 is that big curve and around and then back, and 6 is almost like a circle around with a loop, right? 26. Please write your 26. And then we will count to 26. Again, making observations on our 100 chart about where 26 is. We can go in the 20s here and look across, boom, 2, 6, or we could even go to the 6 column here and start looking down, because we already know every single time that we're in this column on a hundreds chart, that number will end in a 9, right? So 6, 6, 6, oh, 26. We're going to count though. Remember, we're working on counting just a little bit faster. But precise, right? I can't be saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and be on 3. That's what? Right? So let's go ahead and do that together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I stopped. 26 to 6, 26. I see it. Good job. I want to point out something to you about counting by tens, because I think you guys are ready, and I have a song that I want to start doing with you that's going to help you. It's something you're going to be learning in kindergarten anyway, so let's just start practicing, right? So looking at this 100 chart, ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I have a song on one of our things. We'll probably be doing it tomorrow. So I'm going to start doing that song with you. I'm going to start singing about numbers and doing things. So I want you to start looking for patterns in the hundreds chart. Okay, get out your dry erase board. We are definitely having a lesson. I get your ears on. Shh. Open them up if they aren't open. You're going to do your best today. This is something new. Miss Rash has never taught you. I do not expect you to be an expert. We are going to learn together and try it out. We're going to practice the lowercase letters. You're getting your new book for handwriting. Next week, we are done. This is your green book. I do have it open, if you notice, to page 72 and 73 while I'm doing this lesson. And the reason why is we're still learning about those lowercase letters, right? And it gives me the opportunity to see the uppercase letter next to the lowercase letter in case I get nervous or confused. I have an opportunity, and I'm going to bring this just over a little bit so you guys can see, and I can see you a little bit better too, okay? So I have it open, laid next to you. Your dry erase board is right in front of you. We have what we call good handwriting position, right? We are sitting there. Now I'm going to introduce something to you. And you guys might look at this because we've done this in art before. You might, oh, Miss Rash, why do you have a road sitting on your handwriting board? And it does look like a street to me a little bit. But when we're doing handwriting, I'm telling you right now that this is not the road. This is something special. It's called a writing line. When we've been doing writing lines so far, I've just had a blank line like this for you, and you wrote your words up here. In kindergarten, you're going to have letter strips like this. And I'm going to tell you, this is called the headline, the belt line, and the foot line, okay? And the reason why we're introducing these to you, if you've noticed, these letters of uppercase and lowercase are different sizes. So uppercase letters are always big. Every single, telling you right now, it's a rule, just memorize it. Every single uppercase letter starts from the headline. This big, big, big line up here, right? So letter A would go down, down, and then across at what I say, that belt line, right? The letter B would go down and around and around. I'm filling that entire space, right? I'm going to show you when you see these, and we're going to be using them next week in your handwriting book. That's why I'm showing them to you now, so you can kind of get an idea about them. Now I'm going to show you what the lowercase a looks like. It's right here, remember? So then that one, I don't start at the headline because that's only for big letters. And the lowercase a is much smaller. You can just look at it right here than the uppercase one. So I'm starting at what I call that middle line, the belt line. And then I would do my lowercase a, circle with a line, right? And the B, here's my lowercase b. Oh, it's a little bit tall, I see. So I start here and I would be going down and then back up and around. We are not using these lines today in handwriting. They are going to be in your book next week. So I want you to know what they are and how to use them, but we're not using them today. I just wanted to show them to you. So I'm erasing this now. And you should have a clean board. I encourage you to put your green book next to you in case you get nervous and you're not sure. Guys, we're going to go a little bit fast. You, by no means, need to be an expert. I hope you know that. This is the first time I've shown you. But when I'm doing it and saying the words, I want you to do it. Okay? So we're going to start with the letter A. We're going to go right through the alphabet of the lowercase letters. First time we've done them. Okay? Here we go. This is the lowercase a. It almost looks like the letter O with a line. Circle and a line. Now you do it. Circle and a line. Boom. We're going on to B. Ready? Watch. Straight line down, back up, and around. Now you do it. Straight line down, back up, and around. When I say back up, remember we're tracing back up on the line you just made, right? Lowercase c, simple, simple. It's just like the uppercase C, but smaller. Curve. We use that often when we're making flowers or clouds. Those curves. Okay. D. This is a hard one. Here we go. Down, back up, and around this way. Look, the B and the D are the trickiest ones because of the way that the ball goes. Do your best. If you need more space because you're writing letters too big, erase it, and then we'll start at the letter E. This one's tricky. Watch. You do a straight line out, and then you go up and around. Give it a shot. Out, up, and around. Good. Now we're doing an F. It's a tall letter. We're starting up here with a small curve. Up and around. Line across. F. G is a tricky one. Now, when I showed you that line of the headline, the belt line, and the foot line, the G is the one that I tell you hangs down below. So let's imagine Miss Rash had a line right here. Watch the letter G. It's like you're making the letter O. So a circle down with a curve. You do it. Circle down with a curve. Good. Next is H. Straight line down, back up and around. Woo, Miss Rash, you just went too fast. See, even I go too fast sometimes. Please make sure you have a tall back on your letter H. If you do not, it will look like a lowercase n, and your spelling will be wrong when you start to write, so make sure you do that. Now we're on to the letter I. This is the one that I've been telling you. You cannot make a lollipop or an ice cream cone. Your kindergarten teacher will go crazy. So we're doing the letter I. Straight line down, just a simple dot on top, guys. I. J is like the letter G. It hangs down below with a curve. It's really easy and kind of fun to make. Here we go. Straight line down with a curve. Dot. You do it. Straight line down with a curve. Dot. Okay. K. These ones are quite similar. Big, tall, straight line down. Diagonal line, diagonal line. You're meeting on that line. Do it again. Straight line down, diagonal line in and down. The letter L, the lowercase L is just too hard, you guys. Just kidding. Straight line down. But remember, it is not a 1 because it is a letter right now. It looks like the number 1, but it's not math. This is the alphabet. Okay, M. Tricky. Get your detective eyes on. You do not lift up your pencil once on this one. There's lots of curves. Watch. Down, trace back up on that line, around, around. Let's do it again. Down, around, around. Down, trace back up, around, around. So once you master the M, you'll also be able to do the lowercase n. They're just the same, just one little less hoop. Here we go. So down, back up and around. Down, trace back up and around. Good. The letter O. Zoom. Oh, Miss Rash, I am not happy with that O. I'm going to do a redo real quick. I went way too fast. Okay. So a big, or no, excuse me, a little circle for the letter O. Good. The letter P is one that hangs down below that foot line. And we'll be talking about that next week when I show you more about the headline, the belt line, the foot line for writing. Okay, so here's your P, straight line down and around. Here's your Q. This is a tricky one as well. It goes down, circle, down with a hook. Huh, that's a really hard one. Okay, letter R, down, back up and around. Down, back up and around. S, just like uppercase. So you're making like you're making the letter C. So a small curve. Stop here and whip it around the other way. Small curve, stop and whip it around. T, straight line down, line across. U, it's like you're making a circle around and down. V uses diagonal lines. Shoom, zoom. And W is just like it, but you just add another one, right? So down, up, for the letter W. Down, up, down, and up. Good job. 2 diagonal lines for X. Diagonal, diagonal. Now, this letter Y can be tricky, okay? It is one that also hangs down below. So the way that you're going to see it is it almost looks like the letter V with a line coming through it. Watch. Down, and then you come back up here and you go, whoops, come on, Miss Rush. And then you go through it this way, zoom, right? So instead of stopping for the V, you come all the way through. Well, letter Z is pretty easy because you're almost like you're going across and down. It almost looks like the number 7, but it's not a number. And then we did one more line over. So across, down, across, down, across, right? Okay, that was your handwriting lesson for today. I'm going to quickly show you what you're going to be doing for journal writing because today is a big work day. So you're going to be working on your letter J. We just did it. I just showed you how to make it. And if you notice here, again, it's going down and over. So uppercase J, start at the top, down and around, line on top. Lowercase j, down with that curve, dot. And then finish your other words. So J for me today, I thought of some different words. I thought of jump. I thought of jaguar. I thought of jet. I thought of Jupiter. Asher, that made me think of you, Jupiter. There's just so, I mean, we can think of all sorts of things that big Jesus, right? You could do a cross and think for Jesus. There's so many things you can make. So today I'm going to do one because I think I always like to show you different things that maybe you can even draw to. So today I'm going to do this one. So big oval, some lines over there, squares here. Do you know what I'm making yet? You said jet. You were right. So jet. Yep. I'm going to put a sun because remember, I'm trying to get at least 5 colors. So I definitely need a sun. Guys, I'm doing quick drawing just because I want to show you this and I'm in a video. I really expect you not to be doing quick drawing. I expect nice details and pretty pictures, okay? I mean, do your best, always. So curve, curve, curve to make some clouds, curve, curve. You can even make some birds in the sky. I was like, what else do we see in the sky? Remember when we talked about making birds, you can do a circle with some triangles, right? And a head. And then if I add orange, like a beak and some legs, right? Making my picture have some detail. I can make a little bird family if I wanted to, right? So your letter for today is jet. Excuse me, J. And I chose to draw jet, jaguar, Jupiter, jump, Jesus. Goodness, we can't forget that one. And all sorts of different things you can start to do and think about, okay? So that is your journal and handwriting for today. I'm going to show you this really quickly. This is what is called your math for today, right? So we're going to do this together. I'm already cutting this off, and I'm so sorry. We didn't. If you want to do this together, you can watch Miss Rash and come back to it. But this is something new. We have never done this before. In together, okay? Some of you, I've worked with you individually on this technique, and it's called counting on or sequencing. So things in order, right? So sequencing things right now on this paper, we're going to try to find the smallest number and go from the smallest to the greatest. But here's what the tricky part is, and I'm going to show you this when you look at your paper. Our starting point is not 1. Okay, so when you and I usually count in class, we'll start at the number 1. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, when we're sequencing today, they're trying to trick us. And do you see the number 1? No. They're trying to trick us. Our starting point is not 1. And so, what is it? And that's the tricky part. You have to look at all your numbers and find out what the smallest number is. Well, that's really kind of hard. What do you mean, what is the smallest number, Miss Rash? I have no idea. There's the number 5 and 8 and 6 and 9, 4 and 7. Well, right here, you have clues. This right here is called a number line. And if you notice, it starts at 0 and it counts just like our counting chart, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 20. It's showing you how these numbers go in order. But now we need to find out what's our first number. What is the smallest number in all of these numbers right here? And I encourage you when you're at home to cut them out. So you have all of your choices sitting right in front of you, right? I'm cutting on those dotted lines and I'm looking at my numbers right now. And I have the number 5, 8, 6, 9. Ooh, that's tricky. 7 and 4. So I'm looking at my numbers. I don't have a 0. I don't have a 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, we have a 4. Get your 4. So we're going to glue the 4 on. That's our starting point, you guys. So I'm putting it right here. That's the number we're starting on. Now remember, they're trying to trick us. They might not go in order, but let's see. What's after 4? 5. Do I have a 5? Yep. What's after 5? 4, 5, 6. Oh, I see a 6. What's after 6? 7. Do we have a 7? Boom. What's after 7? 8. Yep. And what's after 8? No. 9. Right? So they tried to trick us by not putting the starting point at 1 and trying to see if we could get them into order. I'm going to take this down because I think you guys can do this. But I just wanted to show you your starting point is not 1. And that's something we got to pay attention to because as we start to do different addition and learn about different things, we're going to do learn a new strategy called counting on. And when I teach that to you, our starting point will not be one. Okay, let's get to our fun religion, art, and honoring our Blessed Mother Mary. Okay, so tomorrow is May Day, like I told you. I'll be sending a little video attachment. I usually read you a book about May Day. I'll put that in the video for your parents so you can watch that as well. So this is a big project. Please, if we do anything, do not go fast. If you just do one and then come back and do more, go ahead. If you notice, Ms. Rash got tired. I didn't finish this one. And I started to get tired. And so I decided, okay, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to show them how to do one, and then I'll come back to this. So you see your dotted lines here. We're going to be making flowers. So the reason we're making flowers is for, like I told you, if we were in church, we'd be honoring, or excuse me, in school, we'd be honoring our Mother Mary. It's and we would be doing a May crowning. We actually give her a crown of flowers out on her statue. And we say parts of the rosary, as I was telling you. And we also just really go out to honor her and thank her for being everything she is for us, right? And she is just such a wonderful role model on what a mother should be and everything else. So also on May Day, it is a tradition sometimes that we will put a flower on maybe your neighbor's doorstep or even a brother and sister's door, or just to surprise someone with some flowers. Since we can't go out and buy flowers, we're going to make flowers. So if you see, I have given you these. Now, if you want to make more than 3, after we cut out one, I encourage you to use that other piece of white paper that I gave you, the poster paper, and you can trace these, cut them out, and then you can make more. So after you cut these out, you can trace them onto another piece of paper to make more if you want. So right now I'm going to go ahead and make the big blue one. So I'm cutting this out right here. And I'm making my paper smaller right now so it's easier for me to cut. Because remember, I told you I was a little bit tired. And that's okay because I'm going to come back to this. I am going to finish all 3 because that's what my job is, right? So now I'm cutting on the outside of this dotted line. Don't go too close. I encourage you to color your pictures first. If you notice, I'm holding it again with my pinchers. I'm turning. Then I turn the paper again. Watch. Oh, goodness, sometimes that's hard. And turn, and turn, and turn. I am not going fast because I will not do a good job if I go fast. I'll cut a leaf off. There we go. And I'm turning, and I'm turning, and I'm turning. Lots and lots of turning. Okay, so here it is. And now I'm going to put that down. I'm going to cut out one of my leaves. And then I'm going to put this part over here to finish my job letter. So here we go again. I'm going to be cutting around that dotted line. If you guys notice, I used pen and crayon today. I did an outline of pen, and then on the inside, I did crayon. I kind of like how it goes light and dark. And so here I go again. Pinch your fingers. I have to hold it with my pincher fingers. I'm using the back part of my scissors, so I'm getting them on there. And turn and turn, turn. I'm going to snip this off. Pop. And then I'm going to go turn and turn, cutting around. This is the part that gets a little tricky. So cut down. And then if you want, bring your scissors out and cut back up this way if it's easier. Don't go too fast because you'll cut it right off. If you do, you can glue it back together though. And then just keep turning, guys. The leaves are probably going to be the trickiest ones. They're pretty hard. Okay, so now you have your pieces. Take your glue. Go ahead, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of my flower because I'm going to push it onto my leaf, just like so. This is Mrs. Rainey's favorite color. So we're going to go ahead now. If you've noticed, you have 2 choices right now. if you have a statue of Mary at home, maybe you just want to put your flower next to Mary. If you don't have a statue of Mary, tomorrow when I give you your work for next week, I'm going to have a coloring picture of Mary. You can put it next to that. If you want, you can take this. If you notice, there's a little circle right here. You have got to take this to an adult if you want to do this next piece. An adult, once you take it to them, will poke a hole in there. Once they poke a hole into there, they can give it back to you. You can use some of the yarn that I gave you. And I'm going to show you that yarn that we've been measuring, right? If you want, you can take some of your yarn. I'm going to cut off just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little. And try to save some of your string. If you need more, let me know, because I'll put it in your stuff, as we're going to be doing some beading soon too. So now I have a hole here. If I want to make this and put it on somebody's door to brighten their day for May Day tomorrow, I put it through like so, right? I'm going to tie it. If you need help with this part, because I know that a lot of you don't know how to tie yet, you go to an adult again, right? You get it tied. And now you have something you can hang on a brother or sister's door, your front door, even a neighbor's door, right? Okay, that is your art project. Guys, there's only 3 of them on there. I would like you to make at least 3 in honor of May Day for tomorrow. This is our fine motor work for today, working on those cutting skills and coloring skills. But also, it's just a great way to fill buckets, and it makes people feel happy. So I will show you my finished projects. I will finish my job. Mine will be on display with our Mother Mary. Mrs. Rainey wanted me to send you love, and hoping that you all are doing well as always. Have a great day today, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.